tragedy struck us in 2018. We were living our lives, traveling. Our kids were older, and I was on a cruise in Haiti, and my husband was at home alone. He's a fireman of 30 years. My husband called me on the cruise. We don't have phones on a cruise, and but he got through to my cousin, and he's like, "Where are you?" And I was like, "What do you mean, where am I? I'm in the middle of the ocean." And I said, "Why are you asking me that?" And he said, "Are you close to land?" And I said, "Why are you asking me that?" And he said, Gunner hurt himself. Gunner hurt himself. And I said, "What do you mean he hurt himself? Was he in a car accident?" This child was always getting hurt, so it wasn't anything abnormal, but he said, he hung himself. And I threw the phone across the room, and I ran to my room, and a numb set in that pretty much has never gone away. Time is so strange when you lose a child, because from the time that they're born, Gunner was 22, time seems to move so slow. Or now I look back, and it just was, I don't remember life seeming like life was like as quick as it is now. Now that he's been gone, it's been 6 years, and in the very same quantum second, it feels like it happened yesterday and it happened 50 years ago. Because when he died, I remember his room. I didn't touch his room for 3 years. I remember one thing that I did to signify Gunner's heavenly birthday, is what we call it, is I couldn't bake him a cake, so I painted him one. And I have a painting that's in my kitchen, and it's a birthday cake. And no one else would know what it is, but that is his heavenly birthday cake. Because finding something to do for their birthdays is so important, because their name is important. His name is Travis Braden Gunner Shirven, and we had to get all the names in there because we knew it was our last one, we thought, and it was our only boy. And so he had a lot of names to go with that, and it's significant. And suicide is difficult in the fact that it's so sudden, and there is everybody has to live their days as if it's the last time they're going to speak to somebody. That's the biggest thing that I've learned through this, is that I'm so glad that the things that I said to Gunner before I left for my cruise were positive and loving. About 6 months after Gunner had passed away, the Avon American Legion came to me and asked me if they could do a motorcycle ride with Gunner's story. So when we had this first ride, I just was looking at everybody connecting and laughing and being joyful in the midst of tragedy. And I was like, I want to do this for us and for my family, but also for other people's families, to know that it doesn't even matter if you don't want there to be life after death, there is. So I decided I'm going to start doing events, and I'm going to have joyful events that bring people together, that create human connection, that bring joy and laughter, and talk about hard stuff like suicide. And we are on our 6th year of events. We've raised over $150,000. 100% of it goes back into our community, which is Hendricks County. We have given to the Education Foundation. We have given to the Little League Pee Wee League. We've given to, there's an animal shelter over there. Anything that Gunner loved, I want to support. And recently, last year, we raised $50,000 from a memorial tree, and it's 20 feet tall, 16 feet wide. It's being made right now by a man named Clyde Pennington out of Noblesville, and it has huge stainless steel leaves that's laser cut with your loved one's name, and it will hang on the park and be a legacy for other people that maybe might not be as ambitious and want to have events. They can hang their everybody wants to remember their child and have something significant to memorialize them, and so that's what this tree will do for people in our county.
Throughout my public service, I've had the honor and the privilege of meeting people who are suffering through some horrific situation, experience in their lives, and going to a lot of funerals, seeing a lot of people who are in pain. And in those situations where I've been to see people, what I've advised them, suggested to them at their own time frame to use their grief for good.
We at Mental Health America of Hendricks County understand the unique needs that each individual that is experiencing grief may be going through. We're so sorry for anything that you may be experiencing related to your grief journey, and we want you to know that you do not have to go through this alone. There are people that care about you and love you, and as a community, we're here to support you. If you need help finding resources, or if you'd like to chat with anyone on this video, please contact our agency at 317-272-0027. If you're in crisis, please contact our 24/7 national hotline at 988. You are not alone. We care about you, and we're here for you.